All right. Let me go to something else Obama did this week, because this did get under my skin. He was at this town hall meeting. He was asked a question. The question was, with over 1 out of every 30 Americans controlled by the penal system, why not legalize, control, and tax marijuana to change the failed war on drugs into a money-making, money-saving boost to the economy? Do we really need that many victimless criminals? Let me show you his response.
There was one question that was voted on that ranked fairly high, and that was whether legalizing marijuana would improve the economy and job creation. And I don't know what this says about the online audience. The answer is no. I don't think that is a good strategy to grow our economy.
See, a couple of things are infuriating about this.
What?
First of all,
we know why you mad.
Right, and you're not. But
I'm not really. Well, but listen, I think that in the country, okay, if you got a president where people smoke cigarettes every day, they can drink beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, they can watch every stripe of pornography known to man, then why not legalize some fucking weed and make some money? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, by the criteria that's already set in the society as it is. You know, you're saying you can't smoke to, you know, I've seen 6-year-olds smoking going to school.
I know that everybody, I mean, making money doesn't seem to me to be the point. You know, I mean, this is the legalizing marijuana question. It's because the police don't want to police it. You know, I mean, everybody who talks about this in every country of the world says this is not a crime. You know, it doesn't lead on to...
But it is a big moneymaker.
Well, you know, that's a subsidiary. Sometimes money is not the first thing.
But it is now that we're in such need of money.
Oh, we think this... Oh, so we print dollar bills from green stuff?
Well, we don't. That's the difference, but we don't have to just print them like we're doing now. We could. It's a product.
But I think, you know, what you could do is let the police do other things. You don't fill up the jails with people who shouldn't be in jail. You don't waste time. You know, this is not... Right. It's not to do with...
And it makes some money.
And it makes money, okay.
We broke, Simon. We need some dollars.
Yeah. All right.
Hard times in America.
And also, for Obama to mock... You know, I don't know what's going on the internet. Well, excuse me, the internet is America now. That sounded like John McCain.
Bill,
that was an answer John McCain would give.
What do you really expect him to say at the online town hall meeting? No doubt. I mean, I got some weed on me right now. No. He's not going to say that. Of course he's going to be like, oh, come on, kids. You know what he got to say. He's the president of the United States. You know?
Well, he could have given a better answer than that. He really lost.
He's trying to get off the subject so they'd be like, I told you. He got so much damn scrutiny on him. See, that's what happened when you're the black guy with the job, okay? You're the black guy with the job. The motherfuckers is like, okay, what the fuck is you doing, Mr. Negro? What are you doing? What are you doing? See, he's coming here trying to change shit. He got casual Thursdays and Fridays. Okay, he's going through that.
But I say, you know, in general, I would like him to just stop with the bipartisan stuff.
Right.
You know, I mean, this trying to bring the people he's just defeated along so that they can veto his policies, etc. There ain't any other country in the Western world which behaves like that. You win the election, you run the country.
Thank you.
Of course they're not going to agree with him, and of course they're going to try and block him at every turn. And he may as well just run the damn country.
Right.
You know?
Because it's a crisis anyway.
He just got the job.
And it seems to me that on the marijuana...
I do not want to be the president.
Every time there's been votes and public opinion polls, it's popular to legalize marijuana. It's not even unpopular.
That's why it was so annoying for him to talk. This was, by the way, this was the #1 question. Yeah. The #1 question that everybody asked. So for him to marginalize, like, oh yeah, right, those nuts online, those pothead commie fag pinkos
He's
online.
He's already under a bunch of scrutiny. Now you don't want to be the
this is what you're doing. You're loyal to the person.
No, I'm not loyal.
Listen,
listen, I'm a skeptic. I barely voted
to say the least.
I'm a skeptic. I believe in Bigfoot before I believe in the shit that they tell me. I'm serious.
I know you do.
Bigfoot is more plausible to me than that shit. But I'm not an Obama loyalist. I'm just saying, be cool.
Bigfoot, I got to bring out. We got Big Ego waiting. Over here. He's the contributing editor to Vanity Fair, whose latest book, God Is Not Great, comes out in paperback in April. Christopher Hitchens, right over here. Oh no. Let me help you with that.
Thank you. It's my dope substitute.
Is this your urine sample?
It's my dope substitute.
No. Chris, I love you because, you know, for years, people have been coming out on talk shows with alcohol and hiding it. Not you.
Not I.
They, like, put it in a cup like this. Chris is proud. He's like, this is scotch, fuck you.
Look, well, in the case of Christopher, it's far too late to hide it.
I just think it should be listed as a leading indicator. It's sort of one of nature's things. It's like mother's milk.
It so is.
And so much better for you than that dope.
You look great, by the way. I know you have been working on your health. Obviously not completely, but I've read about it.
No, the New England Journal of Medicine says at least 2 drinks a day for the heart and the bloodstream.
Well, of course, that's bullshit, but we don't have
No.
Yeah, it is.
And by the way, the wine should not be white. All the Chardonnay drinkers have been wasting their time.
Look.
Red. Pinot Noir.
You don't have to tell me about the pleasures of liquor. I spent a lot of my life involved with them, but there is no doubt that any amount of liquor, any amount of any poison is bad for you. The reason why you have this bullshit statistic about 2 drinks are good for you is because we live in the country of great stress. So the guy who comes home from work and has 2 drinks lives a little longer than the guy who's like this and has a heart attack at 59. It doesn't mean it's good for you. But anyway, I'm glad you're in better health.
It cleans out, it pumps out the arteries. It gets the fuzz out.
And my brother likes to say it's water-based.
It does the pipes.
It's water-based.
And if water rots the soles of your boots, what do you think it does to your intestines?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Fish is fucking it, as Mencken used to say about water.
Right. Now, we were just talking about the drug situation.
Yes, I heard. That's
and
why
Hillary is in Mexico talking about this right now, trying to convince the Mexican government that America is not a failed state. And she said something she said, clearly what we're doing hasn't worked. We have been pursuing these strategies, talking about the drug war, for 30 years. But then she said, we're going to keep doing them, which to me is the classic definition of insanity.
That was the very definition. Always doing the same thing and expecting a different result. One word. Prohibition. Remember how brilliantly that worked.
Right.
No one learns from it. Another word, Afghanistan. Afghanistan hasn't got an economy except one crop. One word?
Opium.
It isn't wine.
Right.
It isn't this. We say to the Taliban, we insist that you have all the profits of this crop. We wouldn't touch it. We want you to have all of it. Have all the money and all the popularity that comes from helping the farmers grow it. Another word, medicine. This stuff creates painkillers. Opium is the only way you can make an analgesic. There's a world shortage.
OxyContin.
We pay
Rush Limbaugh's drug.
We pay the Turks. Yeah, well, and he feels no pain. We pay the Turks. We pay the Turks to grow opium in Turkey.
We
pay them so that painkillers can be made. Why don't we give that contract to the Afghans?
Well,
while you're fighting the Taliban, we will
disagree with you at all, Christopher.
My dear Salman.
But please.
But they double crop the fields. There's an opium crop and a heroin crop. So what you're doing is creating 40% of the world's heroin in that area. And what, you're suggesting we legalize that?
I would,
Yeah?
yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
In
And
England?
where does that come? Comes here.
Right. Do you think anyone who otherwise would not want to do heroin would do it just because it's legal? If it was legal, would anyone here do heroin tomorrow because it was easy to get?
And what is the
I
income?
wouldn't.
What's the income of that heroin being used to do? It's being used to fund the most radical Islamic groups in the world.
It's because we give them a monopoly on it, Salman. We give them a monopoly on it. We say, you have it. We could say, the stuff will be pure, it won't be cut, it won't be run by terrorist gangs, and you can get it on prescription if you insist. We could make a national health system on the revenue. And we can make things that are genuinely medicine. As with marijuana, for example, it's well known to cure glaucoma. It's well known to be a wonderful specific against terrible nausea that comes from chemotherapy. I was on the TV with one of William Buckley's editors, National Review, Dick Brookhiser, ultra-conservative guy, who told me he had cancer of the testicles.
Buckley
he was throwing up. He couldn't hold anything down while he was on chemotherapy. Marijuana made it go away. He's alive because of this stuff.
I'm sorry, you know.